Kahala Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakapadash. Greetings to the hopefully elect, all the Israelites and all the good people of the earth. Okay, we're going to do Enoch 74 to 77. I saw another course, a law for her, that's the moon, how she, according to that law, she performs her monthly revolutions. All these Uriel, the holy angel, that's Orion, who is the leader of them, showed me in their positions, and I wrote them down. And he showed them to me, and I wrote them down. Their months and their appearances, and in the 15th days were accomplished. In the appearance of the light, and the 15th days were accomplished in a single seventh portion according to all her lights in the east. That's the sun of the moon. The 7 parts accomplished her in her darkness in the west. In a certain month she alters her settings. In a certain month she perishes her own peculiar course. In 2 months, and the moon sets with the sun. In those, the middle portal, which is the third and the fourth, she goes forth. In the 7 days she turns about and returns again to that portal where the sun rises and accomplishes all her lights. And she recedes from the sun, and in those 8 days she enters the 6th portal in which the sun goes forth. And when the sun goes forth from the 4th portal, she goes forth 7 days until it goes forth from the 5th and turns back to 7 days on the 4th, and accomplishes all her lights. And she reckons therein in the first portal in 8 days she returns from the 7th in the 4th portal. And I saw there are portions of how the moon rise and the sun goes down in those days, and she added together and overwhelmingly 30 days and all the days above to it for 54 when they are full of company. She goes down for 54 days, and they accumulate to 364 days. Okay, now it says here that in 30 days the sun shall rise, and from there exactly 364 days. See. And it's here for the moon on those days. 3 years are 1,662 days, and in 5 is 1,770 to be added, and plus the 4 days that are old. And behold, she goes in those days. 80 days, saying, are like are completed. 25 weeks. And now it says here, so basically that's the new moon. The 7 of the heads of those who are placed over the whole creation and over the stars, also with the 4 days, are interpreted according to the reckoning of the year. The reckoning of the year to men, and they will wrong and err in those days. I'm saying, because the seasons are off. The Lord of Spirits is set forth over all the luminaries, is Uriel, you know what I'm saying? It's Orion, forever and ever, and and over the world too. And it should also be that in the first, the heavens and on the earth shall the leaders for the day and the night, the sun and the moon, shall all of mankind, which shall make their revolution in the chariots. And basically the circumference of the sun basically was throwing off all the seasons. That's what it's saying. It's not coming out right, you know what I'm saying? And so to their numbers, and they saw the chariots in the heavens, in the world, and the parables that never set in 4 layers, and it is set according to times forever and ever. So basically, man, this is supposed to be accurate, correct, man. And at the ends of the earth I saw portals, okay, with the quarters, that means the 4 winds of the heavens, okay, which they're open. The first is called east, because it's the first one, and through it there comes forth winds of blessing, and come forth winds of winds of wrath, I guess, and in the middle one, there comes forth winds of blessings and prosperity, and blessings upon the earth. and the waters also. Now the portals to the east, the first portal from the east, from where comes desolation and drought, heat and destruction. The second, the middle one, like I said, comes blessings and everything is good. The third, which is towards the north, comes drought, and after these, comes forth through three other portals from the east, hot winds and droughts, and in the middle one comes fragrances of dew and rain, and on the third one comes locusts, desolation, and then from the north comes more desolation and fire, and burning destruction comes from it. And these have been shown to me by the angel Uriel. Okay, seven. And this is called the east because it is the first. The second is the south because from there the Most High will ascend, and it will be a special presentation where He will bless, all those on the earth, And there, the luminary, He will be above the luminaries of the earth, big chariot above the sun, I guess. And three parts of it were dwelling of men, the seas, the waters, the abyss, the rivers, the darkness. Basically, it'll be above everything. And so onto the sea and to everything of the mainland of the earth. Okay, there you go. So also let's do 78, the sun and the moon, right? The names of the sun and the moon are follow. Orgeris, Thomas, the son of four names of the moon, Asanja, Ebla, Benase, Era, the great luminaries. And these cover all the sum of the seven portals, right? Which seven portals of heaven, I guess. And these revolution towards the north, away forth comes portals of fire and hail. When the moon rises, 1/4 part appears in the heavens and becomes full of the 14th day. In the 15th part, she becomes according to what Uriel, right, showed me, when the law is transferred to the moon, in which the side of which the moon transfers is opposite to the sun. She is illuminated thereof, is accomplished, and it is given to her. Basically, she's renewed, and this is called the new moon. The lights where is she becomes full of heavenly light, which she's been blessed. And she comes forth from the east, and she drags it, and the moon. The whole right. The whole part of this will be 7 days. She arises, she's righteous, I guess. The new moon, it's new beginnings, new formats, new awakenings, new rising. That's what it says. All right, Most High be willing, provided. You know what? I'm just gonna finish it, do another video right now, chapter 79, all the way to 82. Get that part of Enoch accomplished. And the note, shalom.